First at 4, a new video showing the moment a home explosion rocked an Arlington neighborhood during a barricade situation. We first brought you this story almost 6 months ago. The man who was in a standoff with a SWAT team was killed, but police still continue to investigate the cause for months. So glad you're with us here at 4 o'clock on WSA 9. I'm Adam Longo.
And I'm Larry Miller. About 4 hours ago, law enforcement gave an update on what caused that sudden blast. Matthew Torres joining us in the studio right now with that new information. Matthew, the FBI telling us that this is not an act of terrorism.
Well, Larry, federal officials say the suspect acted alone. They determined the house explosion was set on purpose. During the barricade, officers turned off the gas knowing there were guns inside. They didn't realize there were gasoline cans in the house. Shocking new video from Arlington police capturing the house explosion on North Burlington Street.
I'm here!
Investigators now releasing this footage 6 months after the nearly 4-hour-long incident. Arlington police say they were trying to serve a warrant and get the homeowner out after he kept shooting dozens of flares from his duplex.
Stop shooting the flares!
But after multiple warnings, including the use of sirens,
Under the front door with your hands up.
police used an armored vehicle to bust through the door. Dozens of gunshots then erupted from inside the house. Chief Andy Pence says more than a minute after the last of 16 rounds deploying tear gas and pepper spray, this, killing the homeowner, James Yu.
Our investigators determined the incident was an intentional act by the decedent, that the decedent applied gasoline in the basement of the residence and ignited the gasoline vapors with a competent ignition source.
Although it's still unclear the exact ignition source, investigators believe it could have been the shotguns, flare guns, or another firearm found inside the house.
We say the maximum amount, we'd had a 25-gallon can and then 2.5, so 35 gallons of gas possibly in the home.
A neighbor also reported odd behaviors by the suspect, such as having a large quantity of charcoal, lighter fluid, and bleach delivered to the house months prior to this incident.
Police describe Yu as a recluse, covering his windows with black trash bags. The FBI says Yu acted alone, declaring this was not terrorism.
It was clear there was like paranoia and almost schizophrenia sort of projections in his LinkedIn posts.
We did not find anything in those particular postings that indicated any type of motivation or any type of reason why he might have conducted those actions.
And those social media posts apparently were anti-government and anti-police and called neighbors spies. The FBI says it received calls and messages from Yu over the years concerned about the alleged fraud, or his concerns about alleged fraud. But the agency said it didn't warrant an investigation. Police stressed they had no prior interactions with Yu before the incident and said the gas they deployed did not combust, explode, or start a fire. We did go back to the neighborhood today. As you can tell, that lot is now empty. Larry.
Still so many unanswered questions in this investigation. Matthew, thank you so much.